Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Paul Heyman has sent a message after forming a new faction with Seth Rollins, targeting Roman Reigns and CM Punk. This comes after he pulled off the shock of the decade at WrestleMania, along with Rollins, forming a faction with him and the former Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker. At WrestleMania, Paul Heyman pulled the ultimate swerve as he confounded everyone. He appeared with CM Punk as his best friend, and fans thought that he would be conflicted about whom to help between Reigns and Punk. However, at the crucial moment, when it looked like he had betrayed Reigns, he hit Punk with a low blow after having handed him a steel chair. The machinations were not done yet, as he helped Roman Reigns beat down Punk, and then urged him to do the same to Rollins. This time though, it was Reigns who was at the wrong end of the low blow from Heyman. In a huge twist, the Wiseman sided with Seth Rollins, and the two of them have now also recruited Braun Breaker to their faction. With such a strong faction now, who they recruit next could determine what happens in the future. Although another member is not certain, that would appear to be the plan. The coming weeks should reveal more of what's happening on WWE Raw. Anirban Banerjee is a journalist from Kolkata, India, and has been a part of building Sportskeeda's WWE section over the past 8 years. He's been an assistant content manager for the team during the past 3 years as well. Banerjee has interviewed Jon Jones, Conor McGregor, Cowboy Cerrone, Jorge Masvidal, Mandy Rose, Joe Hendry, Darren Till, and many others. Anirban has worked in the field of wrestling and mixed martial arts journalism for several years. In addition to his work on Sportskeeda, Anirban is a fiction writer and has co-written over 20 biographies. He was also a columnist for 90 Minutes. In WWE, words can wound deeper than steel chairs, and alliances can cut more sharply than betrayals. And when Paul Heyman speaks, the world listens, not because they want to, but because they have to. The master manipulator, the advocate, the wise man. For decades, Heyman has been the storm behind the throne, whispering victories into the ears of champions. But now, he's forged a new path. One soaked not in loyalty, but in evolution. And this week on SmackDown, he made it loud and clear. The age of Reigns is fading. The Punk renaissance is irrelevant. A new vision has arrived. And at its center? Seth freaking Rollins. The seeds were planted subtly in the weeks following WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns, bruised and possibly stepping away, left a power vacuum. CM Punk, fresh from a fiery feud and hungry for the spotlight, hovered on the periphery. And Seth Rollins, still the visionary, stood wounded, respected but unsatisfied. He wanted more. Then on SmackDown, the unthinkable happened. Paul Heyman walked out to the ring during a Rollins promo, not interrupting, but watching. Applauding. Then he stepped into the ring, extended a hand, and spoke 4 words that shook the WWE Universe. The future is now. The crowd erupted. Rollins smirked. And just like that, a new faction was born. The Visionary Alliance, as the rumors have dubbed it, now spearheaded by Heyman and Rollins, promises to reshape WWE into something unrecognizable. Later that night, with the spotlight squarely on him, Heyman delivered one of the most chilling promos of his career. Alone in the ring, he addressed 2 names. 2 icons. 2 legacies. Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Roman, Heyman said, staring directly into the hard camera. You were the head of the table, but you forgot who built the table. Who served the meal. Who decided when it was time to feast, and when it was time to starve. He continued, voice rising just enough to slice through the silence. You abandoned your post, and in doing so, you became vulnerable. Weakness is not tolerated in the new regime. Then he turned his focus to the Second City savior. And you, Punk. You returned not to save wrestling, but to save yourself. You sought glory, not greatness. And in your delusion, you forgot. There is no rebellion without revolution. And the revolution has already begun. By the time Heyman whispered his final words, Seth Rollins is not the future. He's the reckoning. You could hear the sound of the WWE Universe collectively exhaling. At first glance, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman seem like oil and water. Rollins is unpredictable, flamboyant, and emotionally volatile. Heyman is controlled, meticulous, a surgeon with strategy. But that's what makes it work. Rollins doesn't need Heyman to teach him how to wrestle. He needs someone to build his empire, to pull strings backstage, to negotiate power plays, to burn bridges while he burns the ring. In Heyman, Rollins has found not a manager, but a general. And in Rollins, Heyman has found something Roman never offered: freedom. Freedom to shape the future without loyalty to bloodlines or burdens of legacy. This alliance is not about family. It's about fire. Controlled, directed, and destined to consume everything in its path. With Heyman's allegiance shattered, Roman Reigns is left with more than a void. He's left with a stain on his legacy. The very man who guided him to greatness has now disavowed him, calling his retreat a betrayal of power. Whether Reigns returns as a vengeful warrior or a fallen king remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: he will not ignore this challenge. And CM Punk? He's always been fueled by disrespect. To be called irrelevant by Heyman, a man he once stood beside as WWE champion, will only stoke the fires. Punk's entire ethos is rebellion, and now he has something worth fighting against: a new machine built by old hands. What Heyman may not realize is that he hasn't just assembled a faction, he's ignited a three-way war. Rollins and Heyman alone are dangerous enough. But rumors swirl that this faction isn't finished growing. On SmackDown, cryptic vignettes aired during the show, black and white clips of shattered statues, flickering candles, and a voice whispering, "Rebirth." Could new allies be coming? Names being whispered include Braun Breaker, raw power and youth, perfect to be the muscle of the group. Ilja Dragunov, a madman's intensity, aligning with Rollins' chaos. Shayna Baszler, a dark horse with ruthless aggression and untapped potential. This isn't just a team. It's a philosophy. In movement. Paul Heyman doesn't make moves. He crafts moments. Moments that ripple through time and change the DNA of WWE storytelling. His message to Roman Reigns in CM Punk wasn't just a promo, it was a prophecy. WWE is entering a new age. Not of tribal dominance or pipe bomb anarchy, but of vision. One where chaos is curated. Where champions are chosen, not crowned. Where the audience is no longer just watching, they're witnessing evolution in real time. The wise man has picked his warrior. Now the battlefield awaits. Let me know if you like this adapted into a script format, voiceover text, or social media storytelling thread. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.